All right, I don't know if we're live. I hit the button though. It's it's always delayed a few seconds. Yo, chat. All right, we're live.
Are we live? Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. We're live. Pips, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Pips?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Pips? Why aren't you responding?
Oh no! Now you're fucking with me now. Yo, what up, chat?
Yo, what up, chat?
Oh, good to be back, bro.
How's it going, guys? We are so back. We're
Yes,
so
sir.
back. Dude,
and it's good to be back too.
It's so weird talking to chat, but talking to myself again after having streamed for like a week.
Yeah. Yeah, you haven't been alive for what, a week?
Yeah, something like that. I think 10 days.
10 days, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Time flies, bro.
Guys, we're back. If you guys were wondering where I've been at, I spent a little time in the county jail.
And he was hunting in the mountains, chat.
Hunting in the mountains? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, just taking out bears, tigers, lions, mountain tigers. Yeah.
I was taking a little Arrowhead vacation. It is what it is. Yo, how you guys doing? Welcome back to another Helldivers Experience podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about a few things. We've got just a few little tidbits of Helldivers news. First off, we'll talk about Twinbeard resigning or leaving or not renewing his contract, whatever it was. The Democracy Space Station, because they posted an update in the Discord today. And then also a little bit about the updates. And then we're going to go into some Path of Exile 2, because that game drops in 3 days now, or 4 days.
Yes, dude.
4 days.
By the way, chat, heads up, our social life that already doesn't exist is going to be gone. Me and Thick, that's all we're going to be doing, bro.
Mine doesn't exist anyway. It doesn't matter.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But we got some interesting things to talk about, because the game director, Jonathon Rogers, is that his name? Jonathon Rogers?
Correct. Yeah.
He's been going on interviews across so many different channels, and he has said so many things, just like, which sound really good. Now, obviously, I mean, the game's probably going to be really good from just a bunch of people have played it early.
And also the footage, man. Like, not many companies show you so much footage.
Yeah,
like,
the amount of footage was insane.
Yeah, it's insane.
But I clipped together, I got a bunch of clips from a lot of the interviews he did, where specifically we will comment on the things he was saying about live service games, because there's so many things that live service games do wrong, and I think it would be interesting to comment on some of that stuff. So how you guys doing? What's up, Tarragon? What's up, Drev? What's up, Illusion? What's up, Mage? What's up, Levi? What's up, T.O.? What's up, Hadu? Hadu's in the chat. What's up, Tank? What's up, everyone? What's up, Navir? How you guys doing? What's up, Not So? All right, so first up, Smell Divers. Oh, that's the wrong page.
Oh, damn.
Why is it showing this? Yo, Blaster with the channel membership. Let's go. All right, there we go.
Thank you, Blaster.
Yo, Blaster, thank you for the channel membership. I don't know why it says it twice. You can't even channel membership twice. All right,
my guy just became double member, bro.
I know, right? And Tony Saka with the 5 gifted. Yo, welcome back, guys. Also, as normal, I haven't slept all night. Maybe I'll stream later. Maybe I'll stay up and stream. We'll see. For now, Pips is going live after me, though.
No, I haven't scheduled it. So it's all you, bro. It's all you.
Yo, Tony,
it's all on you.
Thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate it. And Blaster, thank you for the channel membership. All right, so Twinbeard left, guys. Twinbeard actually left, which is insane. Here, look, here's a screenshot of his Discord profile, and it just says Helldiver. Can we get an F in the chat for Twinbeard? We're all gonna miss him,
bro. I really like the dude. I really like the dude.
I know.
Good vibes.
Amazing
beard.
Always talk to the community so much.
Yeah.
What else? Just was always so transparent. When people were bitching nonstop, he would always be like, no, that's okay. Keep bitching, King. Twinbeard was a bro. We're all
Yeah,
gonna
he was
miss
legit
him.
like a very real dude. Like he wouldn't also like one of the big things that he did was that he wouldn't shy away, and that's something
Yeah,
that a
that's
lot
what
of
I'm
community
saying.
men just really hide away from. But like he would always be there in the shittiest moments. He would
That's what I'm
respond.
saying. When people were
Yeah,
bitching in the Discord, he would all
yeah,
everyone
yeah,
would be like, you know, people would be like, "Oh, everyone's complaining right now," and Twinbeard would be like, "No, they should be
yeah,
complaining. It's good because
yeah,
that means
yeah,
that
yeah.
they care." All right,
Yeah.
let's read his message real quick. So this was 3 days ago. He said, "Hello everyone. My contract with Arrowhead is coming to an end, and since I have a lot of outstanding vacation, this unfortunately means this will be my last day as community manager. From my very first day, you welcomed me with open arms and hug emotes. You drew stickers, wrote songs, and made me feel beyond appreciated. There have been some rough patches, but I always felt that we ventured through the fire tornadoes and sandstorms together. We fought the alien scum and bot menace on the battlefield, experienced the same bugs, and we also turned the tide together. Helldivers
Very
2
true.
is a much healthier game today than it was a few months ago and has a bright future alongside all of you. Thank you for sticking with it. Us at Arrowhead and me during my service here. Most of you know I neither BS nor lie. So when I say I'm forever grateful for you taking me along this amazing hell dive, know that it's from the bottom of my heart. There were things I wanted to say that I sometimes couldn't, and that's part of the job. There were also things I wanted to do that we never got around to, or haven't, rather. The show goes on just without me. Be nice to my colleagues. Try to be patient with all the hardworking devs if things take more time than you would like them to. And stay as dedicated, as crazy, and as wonderful as you always are. I'll remain on the server, so he'll be around. As always, feel free to say hi or DM him. From now on, however, his opinions and replies will be my own and not representative or on behalf of Arrowhead. Much love and managed democracy. From Thomas. His name is Thomas.
I don't know. He should be called like Thor or something.
You think?
You know, like yeah, that's how he looks. Like that beard. Holy shit.
So yeah, literally F in chat. Okay, again, F in chat again. Because he was always Windbeard in our hearts.
Yeah, he's a G.
Dude, if Arrowhead discontinued his contract, that was like the biggest mistake ever, bro.
I agree.
He was literally one of their best employees. I swear the only two people that people trusted at Arrowhead was literally Twinbeard and Johan.
And what it like you gotta imagine whenever the big content drop's gonna be, they're gonna miss him then the most. Because let's be honest, shit's gonna hit the fan and there's gonna be a lot of bugs and a lot of complaining. And I don't think that, I mean, listen, all love to the other community managers, but from what I've seen, he was always the, you know, like
I think
the
he
most
just
active.
Yeah, he was the most active for sure.
Yeah.
And it's like we said, anytime shit did hit the fan, he was always in there just chatting with people.
Yeah.
Which
He
is
was
what it
locked in,
takes.
dude.
Yeah, he was locked in.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. It sucks. I guess
Maybe they get them back though.
I don't know. Dude, if I was CEO of Arrowhead, I would fucking give Twinbeard a raise and renew the contract every year.
Yeah.
With that being said, though, I mean, we don't know what happened. He might have not renewed it. He had some stuff going on at home. I'm not really going to talk about his personal business, but he's posted in the Discord. His son was like sick a bunch the past few months. I think he got diagnosed with diabetes.
Yeah. Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he posted that. I seen him talking about that in the Discord, to be fair. So
I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
He posted that publicly. All right, with that being said though, where is the patch?
What a patch?
Where's the Helldivers patch, bro?
There's a Helldivers patch?
Yeah, no, I'm asking where is it?
I don't know what you talk. Don't troll me now, bro. Like
So, as everyone knows, Arrowhead's gone radio silent this past month. I think we haven't had a big patch all of November. Let me check real quick.
Yeah, tomorrow a patch drops. I'm gonna be streaming it thick. I'm telling you, I have the pip feeling. Tomorrow I'm going live, and the patch drops 100%. I will lose my shit.
I'm stealing your strategy, Pips. I'm gonna go live, and it's gonna be patch notes waiting room.
Yes, exactly.
It's a good strategy. I'm checking
It
when
is,
the
yeah.
last big patch was. I think it was literally at the end of October. Yeah, October 29th was the last big patch. The 60-day plan part 2 was mid-October, and then we got that pretty decently sized follow-up patch after that. We haven't had content since Escalation of Freedom, technically. You know, so it's been a while. Now, with that being said, everybody saw this last week. They added, or I guess 10 days ago, they added what's this called? The depot? They added a patch titled Gameplay Illuminates to the depot.
Yep.
Yo, Jin with the dono says, cope hard enough and it will manifest into reality. And Turtle Tree with the 2 says, Arg, where's me patch? Oh my god, Turtle, you really had to make a pirate joke. So, yo, thank you guys for the donos. Escalate. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that Escalation of listen, Escalation of Freedom was literally the worst patch this game has ever had. All I'm saying is that was their last content drop, was in August.
Yeah. That's crazy if you think about it, though, bro.
It is crazy to think about. I mean, to be fair, like, they paused the game to fix it, which yes, like, people are going to get bored without content, and some people will stop playing with no content. But what's the point of putting content in a bad game? You know, they should have paused the game to fix it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
However, it's been a damn minute since then. Okay, it's been over a month since 60-day plan part 2. They must have had something that they were working on before that. I don't know. Now, like I said, though, 10 days ago, we all saw Gameplay Illuminate was added to the Steam files. This is the Steam DB page. Now, funnily enough, Arrowhead definitely knows that they added Illuminate to the files because they did another patch. Was it this morning? They added another patch 8 hours ago, and this one is titled Pineapple Soup is Delicious. So now they're trolling.
What?
Yeah,
now they're trolling.
Yeah, now they're trolling.
As long as they don't say pineapple pizza, I'm good.
So, well, you think pineapple soup is better than pineapple pizza, Pips?
Anything's better than pineapple pizza, bro. Don't put pineapple on pizza. But that said, pineapple soup sounds disgusting.
It sounds
though. Holy
fucking
shit.
nasty.
Yeah, it sounds bad.
Yo, what's up, Carrie? I'm fine with it being just bug fixes / buffs next patch. I disagree. It is time for content. Now,
what did he say?
Tank said, I'm fine with it being just more bug fixes / buffs next patch.
No, bro.
Yeah, not at all. Nobody gives a shit about the balance anymore.
No, nobody does.
Nobody does. I could show the Steam charts. I feel like the Steam charts.
How are we on Steam
this.
charts, actually? I wanted to ask that. How are we there?
It's good. 19K right now. In general, though, so, like, I don't know how far back this goes. November 2nd. So, like, I don't know. I feel like this is what a good Steam chart looks like. Like, during Escalation of Freedom, we were getting fucking 5K lows. Now we're getting 10K lows. However, the 10K lows are just due to lack of content in the game. You know, we still get 30K highs, which is pretty good. Bro, during Escalation of Freedom, we were like 5K lows and like 12, 15K highs. It was so bad. The game was dying.
It was dying.
But what I'll say, why I brought up the Steam charts is that, you know, it's like normal fall off because there hasn't been a patch recently. Like, this looks normal to me. You know what I mean? But it's like a stable player base, essentially. With that being said, though, they added some weird patch this morning called Pineapple Soup is Delicious, which is obviously a troll with the name. However, it's possibly them testing more stuff, maybe because the last time was like, it was called Gameplay Illuminate, and then it was Studio Playtest. Actually, let me check if there's another playtest in there. They might have started renaming all of it, though. Let me go back to the update history.
Yeah, it's gonna be regardless of how it goes, what happens. Like, you know, it's gonna be very interesting whenever we get whatever we get. But I'm guessing, like, since there's so many Illuminate files and not, let's say, weapon customization files, like, as I've been saying for the last few months, I I thought that it would always make more sense to drop Illuminates first. And a lot of people are like, I think weapon customization makes more sense. But the reason I was saying that is that I believe that they understand that it's going to be harder for them to like have so many weapon customization items in the game and then drop a new faction and then mess it up again. So they probably want to like balance out the factions first. So most likely they are going to drop Illuminates before weapon customization. I would.
I
Like
mean,
me and you had a conversation about this, right?
So
And
yeah, so this was also my theory. I posted a video about this 10 days ago when the patch was named Gameplay Illuminates. So everyone's two major theories for Illuminates was always Liberty Day or the 1 year anniversary. After Liberty Day came and Illuminates didn't drop, everybody shifted to 1 year anniversary. However, very few people took into account that stuff got delayed from the 60-day plan. So if it was supposed to go on Liberty Day, but it got delayed due to the 60-day plan, well, next like soon? I don't know. It's December now. If they were supposed to drop October 26th, it's a month after that, over a month after that.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
So,
and also, as I said, like, you know, I don't, the whole weapon customization is so complex that it's going to take way more time. Way more time.
I don't know what they have planned for weapon customization, though, because a lot of that stuff they had done pre-launch. Like a lot of Illuminate were done pre-launch as well. Well, I know Illuminate was never supposed to launch with the game, though. I'm pretty sure it wasn't, from what they maybe said. But a lot of stuff, like weapon customization and stuff like that, was like a lot of that, like weapon customization, I'm pretty sure was supposed to be in the game, though, but it just never got finished.
I see. Okay.
I remember they definitely said that about the helmet passives. Do you remember they were talking about helmet passives a little bit?
Yeah, I remember.
Remember on launch, the scout helmet had different stats even.
Yes, yeah. I even had a video about that. Yeah.
So helmet passives and stuff. Some of this stuff was actually supposed to be in the game at launch, but it just got cut. So I don't know if I agree with you or disagree with you on weapon customization, because I have no idea what they have done for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Like, was it supposed to be in the game at launch? Or they work like, I don't know. Maybe they're adding way more stuff to it, and that's why it's still not in the game yet either.
Yeah, I'm just looking at how they've done whatever they've done and like how much they're able to do in a specific amount of time. So in my head, unless what you're saying is, you know, what we're saying is like, you know, they have already done the work that needs to be done, that's a different story. But in my head, I'm like, if they haven't started working on weapon customization, and if it took them 2 months to fix balancing, that will probably take a little bit longer. And most likely Illuminate was way more done than
Illuminate probably was way more done. I'm pretty sure there've been Illuminate leaks since like month 1 even.
Bro, I remember when we were fighting the whole creek situation, and I was literally in the last mission when we destroyed like the bots and they had to like go away, and people were spamming chat, Illuminates are coming, get ready, and like people were waiting for it back then. Like that was crazy, and then nothing happened.
Yeah. Big Baba Booey in the chat says they're going on Christmas break and they will not leave the game broken like they did in the summer. No new content for at least 5 to 6 months. That's my only thing, is that Christmas is coming up soon. If it was like literally summer right now, I would be like, Illuminator coming next patch. I would be adamant. But like, it is about to be Christmas, so it would seem really weird if they actually drop before Christmas.
But also,
that's honestly the one thing. That's the one thing holding me back from just being really on it. Like, they're coming.
But what if, like, imagine if they don't drop something, as you said, for 6 months? I think the game's cooked. That's it. Like 6 months from this point on, that's crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
It is pretty crazy. Do you guys think they changed older Warbond weapons to align with weapon customization, like Liberator variants become weapon mod? I don't think so. Because Helldivers 1, I'm trying to think of Helldivers 1 customization. Like, a lot of the light pen weapons did get medium pen upgrades, but there were also just base variant light and medium pen weapons, and they had different variations. The real question is, what are they going to do with war bonds? Because in war bonds, dude, the war bonds were kind of bad for a while too. Like when Tenderizer dropped, like dude, that was just a Liberator variant. And same with Liberator, Penetrator, Concussive. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I do kind of want some information from them about like weapon customization and stuff. It's probably not even close at all though, like you said, because otherwise we probably would have got something.
Yeah, I don't think weapon customization is close. But that said, let's say the Illuminates drop, and they also we also get like a really cool. Let's say we also get a really cool war bond. That would be dope, right? So in that case,
oh, you know what though? I just forgot about this. We probably are going to get a war bond this month, no matter what.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, if you think about it, because
whoa. Think. Stop. When? Please tell me it's not close to PoE2, because let's be honest here.
The second Thursday.
No war bond exists.
War bonds are the second Thursday, so it would be on the 12th.
Oh no. Well, that gives us what, 6 days of no life?
Well, we will find out. I mean, it's just a war bond, bro. We just come back to test the weapons. Just one day.
We don't, because there's PoE2. Yeah.
So we'll know if we're getting a war bond this month in 3 days, because they usually do the announcement for them 1 week ahead of time, right? So
please move it back for like a month.
Yeah. So we didn't get a war bond last month, so we should get a war bond this month. And we should get the trailer for it on the 5th. Dude, when does PoE drop? The 6th?
That's what I'm saying, bro. The timing on this is fucking
it's so bad.
Wild,
bro.
Dude.
I can't believe Path of Exile got delayed. That's what really sucks.
And also, like, people don't realize, like, a lot. I've talked to so many people, right? And they're like, about Path of Exile, like, I don't like RPGs and whatever. I've never played one, and I keep telling people, bro, it's not about if you haven't played one, just try it. This is one of those.
Pips, we're talking about Path of Exile later.
Okay.
Guys, can you tell how excited we are, both of us, especially?
Yeah, let's go back to Helldivers 2. Yeah, it's more interesting.
Pips. I'm just kidding.
My bad.
All right. They posted an update in the Discord, and I know a lot of you guys are banned from there, so we got the message for you about the Democracy Space Station, the user manual. So I'm going to be honest, I didn't read this before the stream. I think we're going to skim through this quickly, because what I did mainly read was our future plans for the DSS. All right, let's just go through it. What is the DSS? The DSS is a community-built and managed system that adds additional strategic elements, and it serves as a starting point for future community-driven galactic war systems. How does it work? As you've seen, players vote once per cycle for its stationed. Then players donate resources to activate the tactical actions of the DSS. Each tactical action has one in-mission effect and one strategic effect, if it's timed correctly, and on a matching campaign, such as a defend event or liberation campaign, it can result, and already has, in one of those dramatic shifts with unforeseen effects, even to Game Master Joel on the war. All right, let's be honest. Joel has been throwing us major orders. Tactical action tip. Eagle Storm is best used on defend event. Planetary bombardment dramatically increases the liberation rate and is best deployed on the frontline planet. Orbital blockade basically prevents a new defend event from originating on the planet and is best used and deployed in a bottleneck situation where you want to stop the enemy from expanding. It does not stop active defend events. So they confirmed that. Yo, Zinny says, is the game fun yet?
Thank you, Zin.
I mean, the game is fun, but there's no new content, so it's a little boring.
Yeah. As I say, every game, no matter how fun the initial combat is, needs something to chase. Eventually, it gets too much.
Yeah, no, it gets stale for sure. All right, here's the part I honestly only care about. All right, so what are our future plans for the DSS? By the way, Zinny, thank you for the dono. The MOD will continue to add the Democracy Space Station over the life of Helldivers 2. What is the MOD? Whatever. I guess they will continue to add to the Democracy Space Station over the life of Helldivers 2, including changing how some elements of the DSS function, as well as adding new elements and abilities to it. The intention of these changes are to increase player agency and their control of the DSS, to make it even more impactful to the galactic war effort. Some of the changes we're considering now are for the planetary bombardment action. They're aiming to increase the precision and effectiveness of its orbital targeting systems.
Remove it.
By the way, has anybody played on a DSS? I have not played with the orbital bombardment after the first day. Has anyone played with it again? How is it? Did they change it at all?
Like, why do devs, like, why do they do this?
Oh yeah,
like,
Ministry of Defense.
Why are they now going to try to like fix the precision and effectiveness? Nobody likes it. Just either remove it completely or give us the what's it called? The other ones, like the rail cannon strike or whatever. Do those. Why are we pushing this thing that like nobody likes, bro? I will never understand why they keep doing this. Not just them. Like devs do this a lot.
Still the same. Feels like it hits you more than ever. DSS should have a passive ability for just being on the planet. The optimization booster seems like a good option to always be in effect.
Yo, the worst!
The worst!
The 20! New games come and go. The good ones are always there to keep in the cycle. I have 5 on rotate and always happy to add more gameplay mods. Would be sweet. Thank you so much, bro.
You're worst. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, as always, worst. We're just waiting. We're just waiting for some new content. Worst, thank you for the 20. By the way, I'm starting up the streams again, Worst. I'm back. Okay, I was just taking an Arrowhead vacation. Zinny with another donation says, I'd rather sandpaper my nuts than play with the orbital bombardment. Yo, put a 1 in chat if you agree with Zinny.
Well, what if you do that, Zinny, and you find out you like it, though?
Okay, Pips. You're not supposed to take it there.
Okay, my bad.
Wait, but what if he does like it?
Yeah, exactly. Move on. Too much information, Thick. Let's move on.
TMI. All right.
Yeah.
They're also investigating innovative ways to provide Helldivers with advanced warnings of impacts through the use of minimap and visual indicators. I saw a Reddit post about this. Improvements to the voting system, such as clearer and more concise vote to stay option pinned to the top of the menu, and potentially increasing the number of votes available. Providing ways of democratically earning new votes and ways to influence DSS movement functions. Yes, I was going to say this. Is that the more hardcore players need to have more control over it? I feel like they should have done it with requisition. Like, you should have voted with requisition, because the hardcore players who play massively will be able to spend more money on it, and it also fits into the theme of the game, where it's like managed democracy and like, I don't know, hyper capitalism. Is Helldivers a capitalism, or is it something else? I don't know the lore. But like, spending requisition to vote where the DSS goes fits into the lore really well. Either way. So yeah, so that would be a good thing. And then adding passive effects that will affect the current planet even when a tactical action is not active. True. Adding more tactical actions to the DSS that will enhance the community-controlled space laser fantasy with even more impressive destructive power at the planetary scale. Okay, that's what I said, was that it should be orbital lasers.
Yeah, orbital laser. That's what I'm saying. Like, once again, like, I understand that, but why just not go, okay, guys, let's just let the community have fun. They want lasers, throw in the lasers. And if the argument is going to be, oh, lasers is going to make it too easy, well, nobody cares.
Yeah,
because it's like once a week.
Yeah, the planet that the DSS is on should just be easy mode. If you because what else is it gonna be? Nothing. What else is it gonna be? If we're really like what's the right phrase here? If we're really breaking the argument down to like what the DSS is, it either makes the game harder or it makes it easier, and it's gonna make it easier no matter what.
Yeah. And nobody's gonna donate to make it like in this way. Like, nobody likes it, so nobody's gonna donate for this shit.
Another thing too, they wrote adding passive effects that will affect the current planet when a tactical action's not active. The cooldown on the abilities is stupid. Like, if you want a cooldown on the abilities, then you should make the donations cost more. Like that should be managed by donations. You shouldn't donate to it for 24 hours. And by the way, how do the donations always equal out to 24 hours?
Yeah. That's what I said on day one. I was like, oh, this is like very, like
it's rigged.
Convenient. Yeah. Of course it is, bro.
And then on top of that, you have to wait for a cooldown. So it's weird. You should just make the cooldown. I feel like they rigged it at first because they don't know how much people are going to donate. Like they were probably like, how much should we make the donations cost? And they were like, I don't fucking know, bro. Just make them donate and we'll count it up.
Chat, you guys remember like when we were streaming DSS, we even timed it and it would increase 1% every 12 minutes.
No, Pips, they probably legit just didn't know the first time they were deploying it. They didn't know how much to make it cost.
Yeah, that also makes sense.
They legit just didn't know. I guarantee that's what it was.
We don't even know how much we're donating, right? Like, do we know?
It's like, no, the total we don't know.
Yeah, the total.
Yeah, the total we don't know. Okay. But yeah, they should figure out the costs and just make it cost like how, like, if you're like, for example, if they changed orbital bombardment to lasers and it was strong as fuck. Okay, let's just say it's strong as fuck, makes the game easy. Okay, they want that one to have a longer cooldown. Increase the donation amount. That's how it should be longer cooldown. Because it shouldn't be cooldown, then donate. It's like there's 2 cooldowns on it and it feels bad.
Yeah. I agree. I agree 100%.
All right,
it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And it's not as powerful for it to be gone for a week, dude. Right? Like in the current moment.
Oh, no, the orbital bombardment's the worst one.
Yeah. And it has the longest.
Actually, that's probably a good thing, though. That's a good thing.
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna shut up. Yeah, actually, that's true.
A good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the number one thing about the DSS Pips?
What do you mean?
Why aren't me and you testing this shit, bro? They need playtesters,
true.
Bro.
True. let us on it, guys. We're gonna help. Like, we're literally let us test this.
I don't know,
20 minutes.
PoE 2 next week.
Yeah, we're not gonna test it.
It's too late now.
Yeah. Maybe for Illuminates and like weapon customization, I'm down to help at any time.
Me too.
I would love to.
If I'm being honest,
give the feedback. Yeah, for sure. Because at the end of the day, no matter, we have fun and talk and, troll or whatever, but I know you even more than me, we love the game. And our like perfect case scenario is for the game to be really good. And if we can help with that by like testing it before shit comes out, we would love to do that at any time. Anytime.
Yeah. All right. I think it's time for some liver dive, Pips.
Let's do it.
Chat, did you guys miss liver dive? It's been weeks. It's been 2 weeks or 3 weeks since we've done a podcast.
7 weeks.
7 weeks? No, it's only been 2 weeks.
Okay.
Are you ready for some liver dive, bro?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go. I should start getting the names for who shared the clip. All right. Does the Stalker come back for round 2? A Shrieker body finishes the job? A Stealth Bile Titan or lives? What do we think of Pips?
I'm looking. It's definitely not lives. His HP is low. He has no stims. And this is bugs, and he doesn't have a shield. And he doesn't even have a charge on his jump back. So, like, him surviving is like a lower chance than Denzel Washington rushing into my room as we speak. That shit ain't happening.
Guys, remember that, what Pip said. It's definitely not lives.
No, it's not. It's probably going to be...
No. It's definitely not lives.
No, it won't.
You second guessing yourself?
It's stealth. I see Stalker, so I want to say Stalker comes back for round 2. Because did he hit the Stalker? Can I see that again? Did he hit him?
No replays.
Okay. Chat, did he hit him?
All right, to be honest with you, I'll replay it.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think he hit him. Also, when the Stalker runs away, he regens. So I don't think it would matter.
Yeah, I know. No, what?
Yeah, he didn't hit him.
Okay. Why is he staggered, though? What's wrong with him?
Who's staggered?
Well, why did he stop the Stalker?
The Stalker?
He's stupid?
I just freeze-framed it.
Yeah, but he also stopped. He didn't, like, he's not getting aggressive.
I don't know, bro. Sometimes they stop, and listen, is he going to come back for round 2? That's what the option is. Obviously, he's about to leave, okay?
I'm going to go 3.
3?
I'm gonna go 3.
Stealth Bile Titan?
Yeah.
He jump packs and a shrieker hits him. That would be wild. All right, let's see what
That would
happens.
be nice.
All right, Pip says stealth. Ooh, that hunter almost took him out. Bro, you know how unsatisfying it would be for just a shrieker body to end him?
Oh, please, Bile Titan.
Bro, where
Is that
could
a Bile or Stalker?
where could a stealth Bile Titan be right now?
Like, knowing this game, right behind him.
Ooh. There's a hell bomb.
That was nice. That was nice. Nice, nice.
He lives!
He lived. Damn.
He lives! What a goat.
Yeah, that was a good play.
That was, bro, that hell bomb was clutch.
Yeah, it was.
It took the rest of the bugs off him. All right, next clip, next clip.
Reinforcements on the way.
Oh.
All right.
Laser
Classic
buddy.
laser buddy team kill where the stalker comes back, but this time it's clip 2. The charger does a flip and lands on the Helldiver or lives.
Nah, you gotta go for 3. It's just too cool. Like, even if you're wrong, you gotta go for 3 because it sounds so Helldivers.
Worst said, was that me? Did you post that clip, Worst? It was if it was you. Laser buddy team kill in chat. 1, 2. People are guessing Stalker comes back for clip 2.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 2.
Pips, it just you can't pick Stalker ever. You know what? You didn't pick Stalker last time. I'll give you that.
Exactly. Yeah. I think, by the way, last clip, that Stalker just disappeared.
I don't know. He left for some reason. Maybe he went to the teammate.
Yeah, 100% teleported to the teammate.
2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2. What are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking? Where's the guesses? I want to give you guys a chance to guess.
It's 2, chat. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed?
Guaranteed. My left nut is on it.
3? All right, let's see what happens.
It's 2, chat.
Classic laser buddy team kill.
Oh, damn.
Classic.
1.
It's a classic.
Oh.
And look, and then the teammate dies. Bro, this teammate just fucked everything up.
What up, Buzz?
Yo, Buzz, how you doing? 5 pips, team kills the player before the charger gets him. Yo, Jen said he's taking your left nut. Laser double kill, damn. Bro, the ballistic guard dog is so much better than the laser. Let me tell you why. Because the laser still does more damage, let's be honest. But the ballistic guard dog doesn't team kill that bad. Have you used the ballistic guard dog, Pips? No, that's fair. Are you talking about solo or squads or both?
Both.
I think it depends on your primary too. Like if you already have medium pen in your build, you don't need the ballistic guard dog.
Yeah, true.
But like, for example, if I use the Dominator on bugs, I'm bringing Laser Buddy every time.
Yes, dude.
But like, if you're using like, Firebreaker, bro, the ballistic guard dog kills bile spewers really well. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
It doesn't team kill as much because it's always out of ammo. No, it's not bad. It's not bad. All right, next clip.
Tagging map, north, 300 meters.
He panicked teabags instead of diving.
What the hell?
Pips, I saw you look away.
Tagging map, north, 300 meters.
What the hell?
All right. Does he live? Die? Or disconnect?
Oh, damn. That's a new one, huh?
That is a new one.
Well, he did disappear, though. Like, he literally just disappeared.
Chat, what is it? Live, die, or disconnect? Is there another option here? No, there's not. All right, live, die, or disconnect?
I think it's going to be a disconnect because I've never seen this.
You've never... Oh, it's because this is a bug with the Devastators.
Yeah, but look, no, I've seen people like launch up, but I could always see their body, though.
Yeah, the guard dog kills small chaff better. That's why I say if you have medium pen...
Okay, I'll go 1.
If you have medium pen, the laser buddy's better. But like if you have a light pen, just like spray down weapon, the ballistic buddy's pretty nice. Going back to the super destroyer. Where's the stalker? Dude, what if a stalker gets him, bro?
No,
that would
gonna be 1. It's gonna be
crazy.
1. He's gonna live.
You think he's gonna live?
Yeah. He's gonna
Anybody
live.
guessing disconnect in chat? I've disconnected like this. Just saying. When impalers, bro.
I said disconnect
Impalers.
first, but okay, I'm gonna go 3. I'm going 3.
Okay, Pips guesses 3. All right, let's see what happens.
Oh, there he is, bro.
You may proceed to extraction
Oh,
when ready.
I knew it, man. Emote. There, dude.
Listen, chat. It was just a funny clip. He just dies.
Oh my god.
It was-
smash.
It was just a funny clip. All right, this one's me. This one's me. Look, it's me.
Orbital inbound. They abandoned our marking location. Eat that.
All right. Does the Trader Barrage get me? Or I make it to the ramp of the Pelican, but the Rocket Strider hits. Or a fucking cannon turret. Or lives.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. 1 is not gonna happen because my boy's too experienced, so he knows everything, right? So he's gonna
Thank you.
avoid it.
Thank you.
2 makes it to the ramp of the Pelican, but Rocket Strider hits. I mean, it's a Rocket Strider, right? That shit can happen. Cannon turret, it's like you don't even know it exists, but then it hits you. But I'm gonna put all my trust into my boy right here, chat. I'm going 4.
Yo, I fucking love you, Pips.
I love you too, man.
You always believe
Let-
in me when
let
no
the-
one else
let,
believes
let the
in me.
clip play, bro.
You always believe
4.
in me when no one else
Of
believes
course,
in
man.
me.
I
Yo,
mean,
what's up, Moi?
Yeah.
You team kill with a barrage. Also notice like the 3 other barrages placed where I'm ready
doesn't
to.
matter, dude. You're avoiding it like a ninja. You're getting into the Pelican and you live. That's it.
All right, let's see what happens.
Show me the clip.
Execution was our only
Watch this, chat. Like, I'm not even worried, chat. Like, I'm chilling. It's not a good
Pips,
start, but
you know,
anyway.
I love that you just believe in me so much, bro. I just love it.
100% guaranteed
Killed
lives.
us all.
No.
Yes.
See?
Yes, it's
There you
helping.
go. Stim.
Yes.
There you go. Keep moving.
No. Yes.
No. Keep moving.
How much
Stim
seconds?
again.
2 seconds.
Stim.
2 seconds.
countdown complete.
It is.
Yes.
There you go,
I made
baby.
the fucking goat.
Woo!
Nice.
What did I tell you, bro? Oh, I'm the best at
Bro,
this
I
game.
set that up. Yo, Pips. I tried to pump fake you, but you're the goat. You believed in me.
Ah, man, yeah, 100%. That was a guaranteed run.
Dude, what's crazy is, Panichevitz, that wasn't even Democracy Protects. I was just wearing heavy explosive resist. Wasn't I just wearing heavy explosive resist?
I don't think it was Democracy
It
Protect.
wasn't. I was slow as fuck, dude.
Yeah, yeah, that's how I could tell too.
Goat. All right. Next
Nice.
clip,
The
next
second
clip.
one that didn't kill you was nuts. I thought you were dead there.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. It looked like Democracy Protect.
Yeah.
Helldivers never die.
A clip that starts with that sentence always gets cooked.
All right. What's gonna happen? Gets blasted by the turret. An automaton hacked the spear. Option 3
Bless
or
you.
option 4. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna. Excuse me.
Bless you. I'm gonna go for. I want it to be 1, right? Because it's just so funny. But any of these would be funny to me.
All right.
So I don't know.
Gets blasted by the turret. An automaton hacked the spear. A rocket strider or an automaton flame hulk. What are you going for, Pips?
I would love it to be 1, just like they're pointing at each other
Just
and
get
it just
blasted.
blast them. That would be incredible.
Yo, speaking
I'm
of
gonna go for 1.
blasting, Blaster with the $5 says dying right when you reach the ramp of Pelican 1 by any explosive will always be comedy gold. True.
Thank you for the donut, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Go for 1. Go for
All right,
1.
let's see in chat. Bless you, Thickums. Thank you, Aku. The Emperor protects. What's up, Somnus? 1, 3. It's always the white rockets. 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2. Takes a rogue spear to the face. 2. All right, let's see what happens.
What is
Reinforcement budget depleted.
Bro, we have to watch that again. It's so good.
what?
That's so good.
Reinforcement budget.
Nah, bro.
Again.
Reinforcement budget depleted.
One more time.
Reinforcement budget depleted.
Bro,
That's bad.
the reinforcement budget depleted voice line is so depressing in that moment. I'm sorry, that's the most depressing thing. Reinforcement budget depleted after you're a fucking moron.
Request approved.
See, look, chat, let me tell you what you need to do. What you need to do is position yourself under the cannon. You gotta position, because listen, people don't think the spear can kill this close, but it can. It's all about positioning, okay? It's about the technology. All right, next clip. That's how you know Pips doesn't use the spear. He doesn't know about the boomerang.
No, I really don't use the spear.
Ah. All right, there we go.
Request approved.
All right, this clip has no audio for some reason.
Okay.
All right, so they're coming back. Yeah, this clip. Okay. Yeah, they're reinforcing. All right.
Boom.
Lands on the tank. What happens? Does he get sent back to the Super Destroyer? A factory strider? The Helldiver goes down as a hero? Or Ligma? Pips, do you know what Ligma means?
I'm gonna let you have this one. I'm gonna let you have this one. What's Ligma?
Ligma nuts!
Oh shit!
Damn, he knew that, chat. I was hoping because English isn't his first language, maybe he wouldn't have heard that.
Yeah, well, I have a kid, so he's caught up with all the
Got him!
new shit. I think one.
Sent back to the Super Destroyer.
Yeah.
You don't think he could go down as a hero, Pips? Come on.
No, I don't. This is not you, right? Like,
True.
I don't put my trust in a lot of people.
You
right?
don't think it could be Ligma?
No disrespect. I think it's one.
What if it was somehow Ligma?
It could be.
Yeah, it could be. All right, you're guessing one then?
Yes.
I do this shit all the time. You're going to fucking space. All right, let's see what happens. All right, explosion. Sent to space. Sorry, factory strider.
My god. No, dude.
It was factory strider.
Dude, my boy got comboed. That's some Mortal Kombat fatality shit right there, bro. Dude, that's
factory
wild.
strider.
That's actually kind of crazy.
That is, it really is. I want to freeze frame.
Look at the timing, dude. Look at the timing. Yeah, that's fatality.
Yeah, nobody saw that one coming.
No. That's wild. That's pretty cool.
You see the factory strider option on there, and you're just like, no way, dude, he's going to
The
space.
factory strider doesn't even see him. He's focused on the other shit too.
All right, chat. Technically, it was Impact, but I knew nobody would guess factory strider. I knew no one would guess freaking factory strider. Oh boy. Oh man, dude. Live or Dive always throws off the whole vibe of the podcast, bro, because it's so goofy.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
It's so goofy. That Strider was already firing its chin cannons. Bro got splatted like a mosquito in the windshield.
Let the fun begin, Thick.
And he comes in with the RKO.
Let the fun begin, baby.
All right, boys. Path of Exile 2 coming out in 4 days? The 6th,
4 days,
right?
4 days.
4 days. Oh my God. Chat, I'm posting so many Path of Exile 2 videos, just so you guys know. All right, however, with that being said, okay, I'll play some B-roll in the background. So their game director, Jonathon Rogers, went on tons of different YouTube channels and did so many interviews. So what I thought would be cool was, I'm actually going to post a video about this too. So I'm just stealing my video content for the podcast. You guys get the early access, okay? He said so many right things about just like treating the players right and how to do live service right. So I just have tons of clips, and I clipped them down, so it's not like we're going to listen to a whole interview or anything. Just like the best moments and the things he said right about listening to your community, just doing shit right, bro. How many live service games come out and they fucking flop? How many
All
games in
of them.
general come out and they just fucking flop, bro? Because they're always just
most of
missing
them.
something. They're always just missing something.
Endgame. Endgame.
Endgame. So they recently did a freaking hour and 20 minutes Endgame content reveal. If you haven't seen this, go watch it. It is ridiculous. Like, if you haven't, it's literally a movie. It is
Yeah, it's
movie
crazy,
length,
dude.
and it is insane. Like,
We haven't had anything like this in the. I'm gonna go ahead and say in the last decade of gaming.
I can't think of anything even
No.
close to this level of
No.
reveal for a game ever.
No,
I don't even
Yep.
know. Does anybody even know a game that came out that
No.
fucking did something like this?
especially live service, not even remotely close. It's not even freaking close. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, me neither. All right, so
Dude, 50 unique bosses for early access. Do
I
you
know,
understand
it's
that
insane.
Diablo 4 has like 14 and it's been out for 2 years?
yeah.
And this is early access, dude. 50 unique and the boss designs and the combat design. It's yeah.
All right, so
These
first
games
things
are
first.
their end game in a lot of cases, but
So first clip, he's asking about Endgame and stuff. I kind of just want to get to Jonathon Rogers' response.
what are you guys looking to accomplish for it, and what was the, what was the mindset making such a intelligent decision?
So it's funny because you say it's a no-brainer, but it surprisingly took us a while to realize that that's what.
Okay, Chad, I'm sorry. His question was because what they did, they were developing PoE, they were making a really good campaign for it, and then halfway through, or I'm sorry, whenever they released Settlers of, what's it called? The last update for PoE 1, they completely shifted what they were doing. They stopped the work on the campaign, and they fully shifted the entire company over to Endgame. So that's what he was asking about. He said it's like a no-brainer. And then he says, you say it's a no-brainer, but it wasn't for us. So this is his response.
We needed to do. And strangely enough, it actually happened. Like we changed direction completely to this when we were when we did the announcement for Settlers of Calgar. And so what happened was, so like we obviously had a bunch of in-game plans. We had a design for what the in-game would be, but we did the Settlers of Calgar announcement, and that announcement was really huge. And
It's so good.
on the
by
same
the way.
day, on the
It's so
same
good.
day as that announcement occurred,
Yeah.
there was also a Diablo 4 announcement where they announced, I think it was a class they were announcing, and everyone was saying like, oh, Blizzard's making this expansion and it costs like $60 or whatever it costs. And the amount of and the content they're making is like not even as large as this random PoE 1 expansion that's coming out. You know what I mean? Like there was all this sort of stuff like that. And when I saw that, I'm like, okay, well, so first of all, like making a class is actually like a way larger amount of work.
Oh, it's a lot of work.
Than making Settlers of Calgar was. Like honestly, when you actually compare the two in terms of the amount of work that goes into it, one of them is a lot easier. But then I was talking to Mark about this, and Mark was like, well, yeah, but so maybe they should be making more of the type of content like what we're making. And I was like, well, you're not wrong about that. Like, okay, just because something takes more work doesn't necessarily mean that like that's the right thing to be doing.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, hang on, are we making the same mistake with PoE 2? Like we were barreling forward thinking like we have to finish this campaign before we can work on all this endgame stuff. And then I was like, well, hang on, like why are we making all this content that's really hard to make when we could be making content that's honestly easier to make, and probably the players will get a lot more satisfaction out of it. Like there'll be a lot more actual gameplay that comes. It's like because like when you're making a game like ours, it's like you've got this phase where you make you have to make a bunch of art, you have to make a bunch of animation and like all this sort of stuff, and then there's the phase where like you get to like do a bunch of remixes and reuse and like all that stuff, and like an in-game typically is where all that sort of stuff happens. And like that stuff is honestly easier to do than making it in the first place. And yet the amount of actual value that a player gets out of that is like in a lot of ways higher.
Much higher.
So we effectively were just like, you know what? Like why are we not just stopping? Like we need to just drop everything. We were like towards the end of making to finishing Act 4. And we're like, you know what? Let's just drop everything that we're doing. We'd already done a pass through the game, by the way, so like a lot of that stuff's already done. But like we were like doing the polish work on Act 4. But like, let's just drop everything and just focus entirely on in-game now. Like, let's take what we've been doing with in-game and like now we're gonna put the whole company on it. We're gonna stop completely working on all of the campaign stuff that we're doing, and we're just gonna focus entirely on in-game and make that as big as we possibly can. Because yeah, the players will get a lot more out of that. And like honestly, like a 3-act campaign for a new player, it's already a huge game. Like sure, we're making a game that's that's 50 hours long, but having a 25-hour long game is also still a big campaign, right? Like, and yet, yeah. And the other thing as well about this is that if we have a bad end game when we get to early access, then we kind of have to say to people, hey, trust us, guys. There's a good end game coming. You guys don't really. I mean, we'll tell you kind of what it is, but like you guys have to just sort of trust us what it is, right? But if we have a great end game and then the campaign's 3 acts short, well, it's like you know exactly what another 3 acts is going to be like because you just played the first 3, right? So it's like you know exactly what to expect when we add that later.
Yeah, that's true.
But we get to impress you with an end game before that point. So yeah, that really was what it came down to. But yeah, it was not really that long ago.
Can you pause for a second? Like
this clip's about to be done anyway.
This pretty much like proves what I've been saying for a very long time is that when the devs keep saying, like when I keep saying like, dude, it's not a problem that something, Endgame, it's too much work. No, bro, it's not as much work as these people are making out to be a lot of the times. And he says it himself. This is easier to do than to add this crazy thing. So in reality, we want something that is easier to do. They just don't see it that way and they keep pushing it that way. And Diablo 4 is a great example of that. Like that's why they're suffering right now because they never listened. And now there's a company that listened. I
think one thing as well is there are some unique maps for Endgame. There are some unique bosses. So like when he's saying it's less work, he means the amount of unique things they have to make. So like for a story, for a campaign, everything's unique because you're building the game from the ground up. But when it comes to Endgame, you have all the grass, you have all the mountains, you have all the map assets. Like you really just throw a lot of that stuff together. Now, if there's like and in PoE too, they do have like some specific, like the ascendant trials where you can unlock your ascendancy. So I'm sure some of that stuff is unique. But it's like he said, like a lot of it is remixing, and a lot of it's so easy to throw together. Now, what I think is really good is that is textbook listening to the community, because it's not even like the community told him this. Did you hear where he said he realized this? When they dropped their expansion for PoE 1, and then Diablo announced a new character the same day, the community memed on Diablo, and they said, wow, you guys are dropping this new character and charging like $60 for it. Like how much are Diablo expansions? Aren't they expensive as shit?
60 to 110. It depends on which edition you get.
Yeah, so the community's like, you guys are dropping a new character and charging us $60 or $100 for it. Meanwhile, Path of Exile updates are free, and it's actual content. It's way more content.
Did you see that? Go back on that clip real quick.
Was that the poison?
Yes, that was the clip. Watch that. He poisons. Now watch he switches to fire and boom, you see the poison gone. It explodes with the fire. And you can do that with the grenades as well. Look at the first poison thing. Boom.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is cool, yeah.
Yeah, no, the game looks dope as fuck. But yeah,
it looks insane.
No, in general though, I feel like it takes a lot of balls to like learn from a moment like that. To learn from a moment where everyone's fucking memeing your competitor. And at the end of the day, chat, let's get into a little bit of drama here. So a lot of you guys have probably seen this Rod Ferguson tweet. The day Path of Exile did their reveal, Rod Ferguson went and tweeted, feels like the genre of ARPG is starting to mean a lot of different things. Much like Souls-like and roguelike, I wonder if we could normalize Diablo-like for ARPGs that follow the Diablo formula.
This just shows how disconnected they are, dude.
Bro, like, so disconnected.
It's crazy how disconnected you gotta be, and how butthurt you gotta be too. You know, because it's obvious, dude. Like, as a player that has like thousands of hours in ARPGs, one of my favorite genres ever, like it's when you play these AAA games, right? There's just nothing to it. Like you get to the end game and you're just running around and you enjoy the process of killing ads, but that's it. There's nothing there. There was never anything there with Diablo 4. And now that there's something on the market that moves the bar, and I truly believe, chat, by the way, anybody that has never played an ARPG, this does not matter. And let me explain why I'm saying that. This is going to be most likely one of those games that when first time Warcraft came out, the MMO, right? World of Warcraft, and everybody lost their shit and it was the biggest thing ever. This has the potential to be that if you enjoy MMO/ARPGs. So even if you haven't played this kind of ARPG, just give it a try because you're not going to lose anything. I guarantee you're definitely going to get at least your money's worth, which is a few $100s. And that's probably before you get into Endgame too.
So what I'll say about this one, for anyone who hasn't played it, they did a lot of work on Path of Exile 2 to make the combat more unique. A lot of the early reviewers are calling it really Souls-like rather than Diablo-like. Now it is actually Diablo-like. Okay, like Rod Ferguson's tweet wasn't wrong, but you could tell he's salty as shit. But the Path of Exile devs literally said like they took a lot of inspiration from Diablo. They love that game, and I'm pretty sure Diablo 2, they didn't make Diablo 3 for like 10 years, right?
Yeah.
So like they didn't even know if Diablo 3 was coming out. You know what I mean?
All
right, now for some more, little bit more drama though. A little bit more drama. So back in 2021, when Diablo was revealing, I think D4 or what, I don't know what they were revealing in 2021. Path of Exile tweeted and said, "We are excited for the future of action RPGs and can't wait to see what Blizzard team is working on for the upcoming Diablo reveal. Sending our best wishes to the whole team." So like this is their mindset versus whatever the hell Blizzard is up to. I think that's wild.
But that's what it is, dude. That translates into the product. And I've been saying this for a while. A lot of these issues that we as gamers run into with these companies is because of what's happening within the companies. And that's always what I say. It's a vision problem. People think it's just incompetence, which it is, but it's also a vision. Like you listen to Jonathon and he understood, it just clicked. Oh, wait, this is the vision of the gamers. This is what they want. What other companies do is, oh, that's the vision of the gamers. I don't give a shit. We're going to do whatever we want. And if they want to play, the Diablo 4 devs, I remember them saying, we don't want you to play the game all the time. This was their fucking thing when the game came out. Just play for a little bit and then go play other games. We don't want you to play. That's why there's not much content. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Right? So, why would you even say that?
So what's funny is actually one of the clips is of what's his name? Jonathon Rogers. Jonathon Rogers is actually about to say that, but I actually have a clip of that. We could play that next, actually. But it depends on the context, because in the context of Diablo, when everyone's bitching about like there's a lack of content, it's different when you're saying that. Because if you're saying that, so it depends on the context. Let me play that clip now.
Because if you have tons of content, Thick, and you say that, you're just trying to be nice. Guys, go outside. Like, don't play all the time.
Let me just play his clip
now.
now.
I think there's a few elements.
Yeah. Because this is actually one of the clips, so it's funny you said that.
So I think there's a few elements. So one of them is the thing that I already mentioned before about, the full economic reset being really important. But the next one is as well is that.
Okay, sorry guys. These are clips for a video. These are really bad. His question was, how do you keep players coming back and back to the game so often? So if you've ever looked at the Path of Exile 2 Steam chart, they get like 200k players or like 150k whenever they drop new updates, and then it goes down to like 20 or 30k like right before the next update. But then
I'll answer your question in a minute.
They always come back. All right. So now let me play. So he was basically asking him, how do you get so many players to come back?
So I think there's a few elements. So one of them is the thing that I already mentioned before about, the full economic reset being really important. But the next one is as well is that our just general view on maintaining a game, and I think this is something that the industry is more generally coming towards now, but only in the more recent years, is coming to the understanding that you don't want to keep players around forever. You want to give players a good experience that they're going to enjoy for, like a few weeks, a month, maybe 6 weeks, something like that. Like some amount of time that's like bounded, and then you're happy to see them go to play other things, and then they, not in the knowledge that they're going to come back again later. Like you don't have to hang on to players forever, and I think that mindset is something we've had for quite a long time, and it's something that I think just much better for the long term. Like there was a period when the MMOs were big where it's like everyone was trying to like hang on to players for the longest amount of time. They were all subscription models, so it was like the interest was keeping people around forever, and
I think we
it
all
takes a
played
while
WoW.
for that kind of it takes a while for that mindset to kind of go away, and it's sort of very interesting to see as well that and this is kind of a weird maybe a weird connection, but in the mobile world for some reason I feel like they still treat players very much this way, that it's all about they want to try and keep players forever. And as I said, I think that it's kind of something that is ultimately self-defeating, because players will just burn out. Like you really would much rather give them a satisfying experience than like, okay, you know what, I'm done with this, but I'm going to come back again later. So I mean, that's like one really important thing I think for sure.
So in context of Diablo saying that, that's to players bitching about lack of content. Now, in context of him saying this, I have another clip. He's talking about bad dev practices. So like, how when you log into a game and you do like your weekly checklist and then you log back out?
Oh my God. Yeah. D2 did that and it was so annoying, dude.
Yeah.
That's why you've got to be
So he also talks about how he hates the free XP weekends. So let's listen to this.
That's why you've got to be so careful what you decide to monetize, because it will affect what you do with other things. And I think that's almost inevitable to an extent that it's like it is so dangerous to do that stuff, because it just affects you so much. And I actually think there's a thing that in my mind is connected by the way here, that it's not technically the same thing, but you know how a lot of live service games will have like, play this weekend and get double drops, and play this weekend and get 2 times experience, and this kind of like stuff like that. Like that stuff, I think, really undermines the integrity of the game very significantly in the long term. Like that stuff, like sure, that weekend a bunch of people will turn up, but then I feel like then you're like, when you don't have that, now you're much less likely to play. And so then you get into this death spiral of like, okay, well, the only time people turn up is when you start turning on double experience weekends. And so it's like, now that's what the game is. And it's like, you've kind of compromised the whole thing. So it's like, even just that, like stuff, that's not even really to do with monetization even. It's just like another thing where it's like, it's an outside element outside of the gameplay.
You're using marketing to push gameplay.
Yeah, that shouldn't be there. And I really hate that stuff. And like, I mean, you like, people will all the time suggest this kind of stuff, right? Like, and you get this with like third-party publishers as well, where it's like you'll be publishing in a market and they're like, oh, we want to be able to run an event where blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, we just will not do it. Like in the long term, it just breaks things. Like, and they'll say, look, when we do it in this game, we get so much more players. And it's like, well, yeah, you do that weekend. But
yo, what's up, Big J? I appreciate that.
What up, Big J?
So yeah, so I appreciate his comments there as well, because he's really thinking about the gameplay over everything. So
because he can.
Yeah,
because
I know,
his
right?
gameplay is good, right? Like that's the difference between the other games. Like even when he made that previous comment, as you said, like it's easier for him to say that, like you guys don't have to play it. Meanwhile, they let us know, oh, when we drop this early access, you're gonna have hundreds of hours per character on Endgame. So in that case, you can say that freely because you know that people are gonna be coming back. And that's what gamers enjoy.
For sure. But I also appreciate the philosophy on his game dev, right?
Yeah.
Because they didn't make a game to make money. They are making a game because they wanted that game to exist. And then they made money as like the secondary thing. You know what I mean? Like, obviously they're doing it. Like, obviously they're making money. They're trying to make money. Obviously. But like, it doesn't feel like that they made the game for money.
No, I agree.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so they're like, how do we truly make a good game rather than how do we just get as many players on our subscription model nonstop all the time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, look at the game, dude. Like it's incredible. Like, what is this game, dude?
I know.
Look at the I've been watching the footage that plays every time. Every boss is completely different. The movements, how they translate their attacks, it's just Damn.
Yeah. That was we added more EXP to HD2 when they couldn't handle the server load. To be fair, I know what you're talking about. I think that was because people were actually crashing out of games and not earning experience. Because I think that's actually the only time Helldivers did that. He mentioned another clip I wanted to bring up. Oh, here it is. This one is actually somewhat related to Helldivers. Listen to this one.
Well, at the end of the day, what we're doing is making a game that we enjoy, right? Like we're making a game that we think is cool. And I think the danger really comes when you try to make a game for an audience that you're not part of. Like I think that's where you start to make things that appeal to nobody. Because you probably the people you're trying to make a game for that aren't you feel patronized by whatever it is you're doing. And there's
a lot of examples of that.
Yeah, and you don't, and also you don't, once again, you just don't know what it is they want. Like the only person that I know, like the person I know the most what they want is myself, right?
Yeah.
Like I know exactly what I'm looking for in a game. And so, and also like a lot of, the people on the team as well, like, like, the people on the development team really need to like what it is they're making. So, as I said, we're making a game for ourselves primarily, and I think if we do that, that we will find an audience of people who are like us, who enjoy this kind of thing. And we do enjoy, like darker themes and like doing, like fun stuff. Like just, honestly, it's just really fun to do this stuff. The most fun that our artists have are when they're like making things that are more extreme. Like you probably, I guess you probably didn't. Oh no, we did. We show you in that presentation the Black Chambers that has all the crazy body horror stuff, and it's like they had so much fun. Just like, oh yeah, what do we get this guy? Just like pull his intestines around a crate, like around a gear train, like like stuff like that. They're just like and like slicing the guy in half vertically.
The minute I saw like the cheese grater machine, I was like, thank God.
So it's like there's a smile on the artist's face when they're designing stuff like that. So it's like, and if they're enjoying it, then the players will enjoy it. So like I think that's really what it comes down to. Just target yourself, like make stuff that you think is cool, and then so long as there's enough other people like you out there, then you'll get a big audience.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Did the start of that remind you of anything, Pips? He was saying that. What does it remind you of?
When he said like a game for everyone is obviously not game for anyone.
Is a game for no one.
No one, yeah. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I truly believe that if the game created is just a good product, people will play it. Obviously, there will be people that just don't like MMOs, and even if the MMO is the greatest thing in the world, they might not play it, right? You have people like, I love battle royales, and I used to like play like absolute sweatlord. But, I played Fortnite. I didn't enjoy Fortnite, but I understand how good Fortnite is. I'm not going to hate on the game, but it's just not for me. That's different. But the product is still good, though. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of the times, if you put in a lot of love and passion is what they're saying into a game, it just shows and you always find an audience.
I think a game for everyone is a game for no one is actually a good slogan, and it is actually true. Obviously with Helldivers, we all took a long road with Helldivers to get here. Okay. During the the dark times of nerfing everything, a game for everyone is a game for no one, but a game for no one is also a game for no one. So it's like he said, like the developers have to be enjoying the game and be playing the game. Especially, and I think one thing Path of Exile is doing is really catering to their hardcore crowd, especially with this Endgame reveal, because like, if we're being honest, like who does the most Endgame and who's going to be doing all these activities? The no-lifers, right?
Yeah.
But
true.
I always feel like you should make your game accessible to more casual players. However, you should really cater to the no-lifers, because the no-lifers is your core community. And if your core community is healthy, then it's a good look for your product, essentially. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah.
And I think also what it comes down to is like when you're going fishing, right? You cast your net. So if your net starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger, then the fish are too small and they fall through the holes in it. That's where like that saying kind of comes from. You cast your net too wide.
Yeah. Good point.
But
Very
if you
good
cast
point.
your
Yeah.
if you cast your net too narrow, then you don't catch anything because it's too small.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like,
Jeez. Holy shit, Thick. Like, are we going like a little bit deeper? You know, like
Yeah,
philosophy.
that's
I
the
love
point.
it. I love it, man. Yeah, I agree. I
That's
agree
the point.
100%.
so like, yeah, a game
agree.
for everyone is a game for no one because you'll be casting your net too wide. You're trying to appeal to too much, but also
Yep.
a game for no one is a game for no one. It is what it is.
Yeah. True.
A game with no content is a game for no one. Yeah, I can admit Fortnite is a good. Okay, Fortnite was good season 1. Let's be honest. Don't forget to like the stream. What's up, silly? All right. And then I was actually gonna play this clip earlier when we were talking about Diablo, but you sidetracked
Trend
us.
now in action RPGs is we've seemingly transitioned from what we maybe call Diablo likes into PoE likes, and to the point where other genres like roguelikes are also taking ideas from Path of Exile. And so with that in mind, how do you feel about that trend? And also, is it maybe just a little overwhelming that before PoE 2 is even out that there's this much attention?
I mean, it's certainly. I mean, look, I think that taking inspiration from other games is something that everyone should do. Like, you should always be looking at all of the different games, even in different genres, and seeing what kind of mechanics could be interesting to use. So, I mean, look, when we're designing new leagues for Path of Exile, we're always looking at like what's a mechanic from some totally different genre we could potentially use and do. So, I have absolutely no problem with people looking at the mechanics that we're doing and taking them from us as well. This is just how creativity in the game industry works, is we all share our ideas. Obviously, with the launch coming up, it's pretty crazy. There's been way more attention than even expected.
Bro.
I think that we're certainly going to set new records, I think, for how many players are playing the game. I just hope that our servers can keep up.
So when you look at PoE 2 right now, how close?
So yeah, I also like that. By the way, guys, I'm sorry for the weird cuts, but I like how he says like everyone should share ideas.
Exactly.
Look at our game and get ideas from it. We look at other games and get ideas.
That's the vision, though.
Yeah,
that's the vision. They have a good vision, dude.
Yeah, and a lot of people are calling this game Diablo-like, but then there's a lot of other people calling it a Souls-like. A lot of the early reviews, there was the Fextra Life review that went out pre-embargo. I watched that. He was calling it Souls-like mostly.
Yeah.
So like they did a lot of updates to making the gameplay a lot more fluid in this version of the game, and apparently it's really, really good on controller as well.
Yeah. A lot of people say that.
A lot of ARPGs aren't really that good on controller, from what I've heard. Yo, Dabizard. It's more like Space Marine 2, like the dodge mechanic. They call it that. So yeah, I do like that. I don't know. I like the stuff he says. I find it interesting the way they look at games and whatnot.
The reason you like it is because it's more relatable to gamers.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like you're talking. It doesn't feel like you're talking to a dude in a black suit that has only played a game once in the last 45 years.
Bro, I have to pull up the one clip. Hold on.
I agree, Gabs. I agree in general that communication is a big part of like healthy community for sure. I've never understood that because like I've always thought like I like to put myself in somebody's shoes and I'll be like, why would I not talk about whatever's happening? I would always talk.
All right, here was a clip.
Ubisoft executive says Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Here was a clip because dude, this is the issue. This is the issue, right? This is what most game executives say and sound like, and this is the main issue.
Ubisoft executive says Assassin's Creed Shadows devs think it's the worst thing they've ever seen. Bullshit. Where is it? Are we really gonna believe this is true after how many other Ubisoft lies have come out recently? Where's the article? Ubisoft's executive producer shared that a number... Wait, what? Wait, I think it might be...
A game is shit until it's good. One of the things that I've noticed since...
Oh my God.
Why does he think he's so smart for saying that? Did you see how he did?
Because
a
he's
game is
dumb.
shit until it's...
So literally, but this is the problem that I always bring up, dude. Like they think they're smart. So
They do.
he's literally telling you, they literally tell, this is what this means for all the people, chat. We're going to give you shit and garbage, and eventually, 3 years down the road, it will be good. Please buy shit.
We gotta finish
This
the clip
is
though.
what-
We gotta finish the clip. It gets worse. It gets worse, Pips. You've seen this, right?
Yeah, and it pisses
It's shit
me off.
until it's good. One of the things that I've noticed since the pandemic is that we have a lot of juniors in our team.
Oh,
and
no, I
probably
remember
half the
this.
team
Yeah.
that's building an Assassin's Creed is building a game for the first time.
Oh,
so
shut the
they
fuck
don't
up.
know.
Why would you say
So
that?
you ask for the first, probably half the team that's building an Assassin's Creed is building a game for the first time.
he's crazy.
So
He's not there.
They don't know.
He's
so
not
you
there.
have to explain to them that even though they're playing the game right now and they think it's the worst thing they've ever seen.
This interview was 3 weeks ago, while the game was supposed to ship
Bro,
3
I
days
didn't
ago.
remember this.
I didn't think it was real. But he said this on stage. I don't
Are
know
we
what
sure
to
this
say.
is not AI?
You need to go
No, it's
play
real.
Star Wars Outlaws.
That's-
Past performance is a very good indicator for future performance. And I think that things are not performing very well.
One of the thing that was written is like, a game is shit until it's shit.
Bro, and that's the issue. That's the issue. All these like executives, they're just in it for the marketing, bro. They do think they're just
they
smarter
don't-
than us. Like they view us
They're-
as fucking
bro,
livestock, bro. I swear to
Anybody
God.
that says that sentence is not smart. I want everybody to. I don't know who pays that guy, but if it was me, he would be fired on the spot. Like I don't give a shit.
He's an
Just get him-
executive.
get
I
him-
think
get him
he
out.
owns stock or something. I don't know.
And that explains why those games been sucking ass for the last years. Like that's it.
I think it genuinely has to do with the size of the dev teams as well. Because what Ubisoft has like 3,500 people working for them, probably over 1,000, 2,000 game devs. And dude, what AAA game has done good this year?
None.
There might be one. But there's been so many AA games that have done good. I mean, Helldivers 2, you know, even though we're in the content drought, boys. Okay. But it did good at the start. Palworld did good. Path of Exile 2, their dev team is 150 people. Yeah, Elden Ring. Okay, fair enough, Elden Ring. Yeah, I was like, there's got to be one.
Elden Ring doesn't count. They always do good.
No, they count. They're. How many?
Yeah.
What's Elden Ring from Soft?
Yeah, from Soft.
Oh, they only have 400 employees, which is a
Yeah,
lot.
they're not like yeah, but
That-
it's
I don't
still
think
not
that's
as big
AAA.
as other ones.
I don't think that's AAA. It might be.
Yeah, some of them held like 1,200 people.
What makes a game AAA? A video game considered high budget with large dev teams and well-known publishers. All right, fair enough. I mean, they're pretty big now. To be fair, 400 people is not a small dev team. But like Arrowhead has like 100 people working at it. Path of Exile 2 has like 150 people. I think Arrowhead is closer to 150 now. Path of Exile 2 has like 150 people working there. Power World was made by like 3 dudes, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was crazy. It's
FromSoft
Yeah, I
is
don't
part of a bigger company. Yeah, that's true. A lot of these game devs use consultant developers as well, who don't actually work for the company. They just pay them. The credits are 45 minutes long for a Ubisoft game. So yeah, I do also think it has to do. I think once your dev team gets like to a certain, like, dude, like once your game goes AAA, it's low key over. In 9 out of 10 cases. In 9 out of 10 cases. I feel like this has to do with so many like sequels as well. Like when a movie comes out, the sequels are 9 out of 10 times worse than the original. Are they not?
a lot most of the time. Yeah, that's very rarely when the sequel. But in gaming, it's different, dude. Because in a movie, you need a storyline to be very, very good if your first one
But
is
I feel
good.
like it's the same thing because like Assassin's Creed, for example, if it was just 1, 2, and 3, and then a few after that, it would have been good. But like, dude, we're on Assassin's Creed 10 now. Of course, it's gonna go to shit.
Yes, but at
That's
the same
point
time,
I'm trying to make. That's the point I'm trying to make, though. If you planned for sequels, that's different. But if like you put something out there and then monetarily it did really well, and now you're like, okay, now I need to cash in on this and make a sequel. That's where it starts to become shit.
Yeah, but also if we're talking about, I agree with that. But if we're talking about like a lot of the problems, one of the biggest problem is, and you will see this. Okay, if you take a look at PoE 2,
games are different than movies, by the way. Chat. Pips is right about that.
A good the games that have good functions, for example, in PoE 1, they're bringing it to PoE 2. While most game companies, what they do is they release a new game and leave everything that was good in the previous game behind, and then over the 5 years they start re-adding it as content and they sell it to you. Yeah. This is not by accident, bro. This is not a coincidence. This is all planned out. Oh, we have this game, we know they love this, don't put it in the game and then we'll sell it as a DLC. Like this is the business move, like 100%. That's what ruins these games. It's not just that, they can't come up with anything. They do it on purpose.
Yeah, that's why I liked that Jonathon Rogers said that about Free XP Weekend. Is that they're using, and then Legendary Drop said they're using marketing to push gameplay, when it should be the opposite. Yep. Your gameplay should be what your marketing is.
Yeah, that's your gameplay should sell the game.
Exactly, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
for most of the games.
No, it doesn't.
All right, and then I got one more clip from another. I don't know.
Sure of. So
I don't know what this guy does, but it's a clip of him talking. He's one of the founders, though.
We kind of said, okay, well, like, what is the
minimum
number
of
like different in-game things you need to be able to have in order to be able to actually have a viable in-game that you feel like you get different choices?
I'll actually do it right now. I'll be back in like 5.
What we have here.
I definitely feel like a lot of games nowadays release, and their campaign's intact and real good. You get to the end game and it just falls real flat.
Yeah.
And it was certainly a very important moment for us when we were like, hold on, that's the wrong thing to do. Mm-hmm. Like, let's not make the same mistake as everyone else. Let's pivot. And we actually did that, and like it made a world of difference. And made.
Damn, chat, Pip left. This clip was low key for him. Path of Exile 2 is AAA. Well, I was talking in terms of employees because AA and AAA might just mean like the marketing budget and stuff like that. So yeah, basically, even the devs are just very aware that, like, for Path of Exile 2, even the devs are very aware that, like, when a game comes out and the end game falls flat, Pips' camera's freezing a lot. I don't know if it's my internet. Pips, you back?
Yeah. She didn't pick up, so.
All right, the one clip I just played, what he said was he is disappointed, basically, when a game comes out nowadays and the end game falls real flat. And they have like a really good campaign, but the end game falls flat. By the way, Pips, can you refresh your camera? Just like disconnect and reconnect.
Oh, really? Okay, 1 second.
Yeah.
1 second.
But yeah, Pips, it sucked because you left. Because dude, that clip is for you, man. That's what you preach the most out of anyone.
Let me turn this off real quick. How do I turn off the camera?
Here, I disconnected you. Just it's the same link.
Okay, 1 second.
GGG doesn't need Megan Fox to sell their game. Problem here, they don't realize that good product sells itself on the internet. Just show it to the right people. Yeah. Mark Roberts, the game director. Okay, thank you.
The link says I can't.
Here, let me send you a new one. But, so yeah, Pips, the end game falls real flat. Start your rant.
Yeah, that is very, very freaking true, bro. That's just how it is, and that is literally for every game. Like, it happens for every single game. The problem is, you can take that same thing and discuss Helldivers 2. It's the same, and people get upset about this. And a lot of the times, what you'll hear is like, "Yeah, but it's fun." I understand that it's fun. Anything can be fun for some time, but eventually, if there's no end game, there's no progression, if there's nothing to chase, it's human nature to want to have some kind of goals and to chase something and strive for something. And as much as I enjoy Helldivers 2 and have over 1,500 hours in the game, at some point, it's like, I don't want to do the same shit over and over if there's no progression. It's like I'm wasting my time. And yes, it's fun. I get it. But once again, the loop doesn't change. Nothing changes. And 99% of these games that come out, that's what they do. They don't care about the quality of endgame. They're just selling you the initial quick stuff that they can show you. They bait you into it, and then while you get to the end game, there's nothing there, and then they kind of drip feed you, because this is also a monetarily designed marketing scheme, right? Because they're gonna create FOMO. They're gonna be like, oh, don't worry, like in 3 months this is gonna drop, and then we're gonna give you a little, like what Jonathan was saying, little boost on XP, or you're gonna get a little bit more credits or whatever, and then they keep you back. It's like a toxic relationship, honestly. Like they keep you around with the minimum, because and they play on your love and nostalgia towards the game, and they just that's what D4 did, right? It's Diablo, so the name sells. That's what sells. It's not that. Imagine. Just think about this for a second. Diablo 4 came out at the same level that PoE 2 is coming out right now. Do you understand that it would be the greatest game of all time? Like if they did the same kind of work, like it would break everything. Everybody would be playing it. The reality was everybody got bought into the hype. We played it. I have like over 800 hours. We got to the end game, and there was like, what? Where's the game? It's like, are we done here? And they keep doing this, and they get away with it. It's not just their fault though, bro. Like credit where credit is due. It's smart and it works. Destiny 2 just brought content into the game. Listen to this, please. 8 years old. It was 8 years ago. And people in that community are losing. Oh my God, it's back.
Wait.
Nobody. It drives me nuts.
Pips, Drev in the chat says, so you say PoE 2 is more Diablo-like than D4.
Well, I heard this comment in one of the videos, and it's true. Diablo 4 doesn't even have Diablo in it, bro. There's no Diablo in Diablo 4. Like the main dude is not even in the game. So yes, that is true.
That's crazy.
They don't even have Mephisto. Like they barely like squeezed him in with the story, but like he's some kind of wolf. Like stop it, dude.
Steven says the reason for a lack of Endgame is due to a lot of developers chasing a minimum viable product and getting it out the door. Endgame is what happens when people playtest the game in its entirety. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, well, dude, and you got to understand, like this early access chat is going to be live for 6 months to a year. This is going to be a long process.
I feel like it also goes back, Steven, to what Jonathan said, and also what I was talking about earlier, that like, it's the size. I feel like it's the size of the dev team as well. Like when you get too many hands on it, I feel like it gets muddied. So what it also comes down to is the devs really need to be playing the game, and they really need to like the game that they're making, and they really need to, like, I don't know. It's a vision problem, like Pip says as well.
Yeah, it is a vision
like
problem, for sure.
I don't know. I feel like I feel like a few dudes need to be making all the decisions. And like, yes, you should get feedback from your devs. Like, absolutely. Of course, if they come up with some good ideas, put it in the game. But like, when it comes down to it, like you need to know what you're making, and you need to know your audience really, really well. And you need to be your audience. Like the reason why, it's the same as a YouTuber, I feel. Like when I'm on YouTube, when I make a video that I know is going to go really viral, it's because I see a lot of people in the community talking about that. I did this in Borderlands. In Borderlands, there was an achievement that was like really easy to get. But when I was streaming that day, a bunch of people were asking me, how do I get this achievement? And I was like, I'm going to post a video on how to get this achievement. And it got like 50,000 views. And I was like, nice.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, everyone's talking about this one thing. Like, so and the only reason I knew that is because I'm part of that community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
And I've also said this since Borderlands, is that game devs are not part of the community. I've always said this. They're not part of the community. You can see it in
the Helldivers 2 community. Like you could clearly see that there's a split with the devs. One part wanted something, the other part wanted something different. You could feel that, because like one dude was saying one thing and the other thing was happening. So somebody was throwing somebody out under the bus or whatever was happening. But it was clear that there was some kind of divide. And that happens when there's a vision difference, right? With the community, between the devs, whatever's happening, whoever knows. But at the end of the day, gamers just like, dude, this is such a simple thing. Gamers just want to disconnect a lot of times from reality. If you're playing 1 or 2 hours a week or a day or 15 hours a day, right? And you barely sleep. It doesn't matter. You want to get involved and like immersed in the world of gaming. And in order to do that, you need content. And in order to have that content, you need good end game. And every game that has good end game will always do well. It's a very simple, it's not rocket science, honestly. And they figured it out. And they're going to break a lot of records. And the game's going to have issues when it launches for sure, like every game. But they're going to iron it out. And it's going to be such an amazing experience to play with friends. It's just going to be good.
Yeah. Logan says, to your point, Thick, I feel like in the case of Helldivers, Arrowhead knew their audience. And at first the game was originally the gritty grunt sim that they were trying to convey to the community. Then it changed up. I actually think it was the opposite, Logan. I think that the game they put out had a bunch of bugs in it that made the game drastically different from what their original vision was. And I actually think that I think Helldivers was originally supposed to be more of a milsim, and they transitioned away from that to appeal to more people because milsim doesn't appeal to a lot of people. And then they put marketing on the PlayStation box, for example, use overpowered weapons. And when the game launched, there was the PS5 bug, and we're one-shotting Bile Titans with railguns. And Pips is dropping sick clips, killing 4 Bile Titans in a row.
Yeah.
So, like, the game that came out was the game on the box, and Arrowhead had no intention of that game. And they actually transitioned back to that, and the community is much healthier now. The only issue with Helldivers right now is just no content, which
no content,
they're working on. I mean, they dropped the freaking patch that said Illuminate on it. So at the end of the, like, I mean, I think the Steam chart for Helldivers is healthy because it's like, it's consistent. It's gone down since the 60-day patch, but that's just because there's not a lot of content.
Yeah, I agree. And to answer Madman's question, what game has good end game? You got to look at it this way. There's no new games nowadays that come out with a good end game, and that's the issue. But if you take games that have been out for 6-7 years, they all have good end game if you're a new player to that game because there's so much content that has accumulated, right? So the problem and why, because there's always a reason why something's happening, and there's a reason why PoE is blowing up. It's very simple, dude. Because really they have content. It's that's all it is. If they just showed the 3 acts and they said there's not much end game, you think this hype was here?
If they showed the 6 acts, like if they did the full campaign instead.
Yes, but it would still, we would get through that and be like, now what? But now, because the demand has been building up for years and years of endgame, and for them it clicked, it's just product demand. Everybody was demanding it, and now they created the product. So now, obviously, it's 2 + 2 = 4. It's going to blow up because they're offering what people want.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
By the way, chat, anyone in the chat who's playing PoE 2, what class are you leaning towards? I'm playing Monk. I'm returning to Monkey. I know you're playing Witch.
Witchy.
Pips, we talked about this right before the stream. What do we think the strongest class is going to be? Or no, we didn't talk about that. We said, what are the sleeper classes? Dude, I think Mercenary is going to be the strongest on launch.
I thought so, but...
Nah, I think so, 100%.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the weakest class until Endgame.
Yeah, but we're talking about Endgame.
Well, that's the thing though, man. Like, I think it's going to take so much time to actually get, like, well, not to get to the end game, but like to get like really good at end game. It's going to take a lot of hours. So we will probably not know for a long time.
For sure. But I think like the first class that's going to pop off and be like a melting the maps and a melting bosses, even mapping. I think Mercenary is going to do really well. Warrior, Monk bros. Hey, yo, Somnus on the Monk train with me. So
I think Sorcerer is going to be that one, dude. I think Sorcerer is going to go crazy.
Danks at the start of the stream.
The clear potential on Sorcerer looks insane.
Mercenary struggle the first 20-30 minutes, then pop off. Yeah, Mercenary is really bad in the early game, I've heard. If in Path of Exile there's a pirate cannon range weapons, I'm sold. There's no guns, but the crossbow they made it like a gun. They gave it abilities for an assault rifle, a shotgun, The crossbow shoots freaking cluster bombs. So the
Sniper.
mercenary, yeah, and a sniper. The mercenary is like the shooter class, but he has a crossbow because it's like fantasy themed. I'm gonna play witch because I have no friends. I can make my own friends.
It's gonna be a good game for sure. I don't know which ascension I'm gonna go, but I'm probably gonna go Blood Mage because most people are gonna go Infernal, and I don't want to play what most people are gonna play, so I'll probably go Blood Mage.
I'm gonna go Arcane Monk because everyone's gonna play Chaos Monk.
Yeah, I'm looking at it same way. I don't want to go Infernal.
I think there's gonna be a lot of Monk players.
Yeah,
but I think a lot of the content creators are gonna go Chaos Monk.
yeah. I think the exact same way when it comes to the Witch.
One other thing about Path of Exile 2, because we did a great job overhyping it, Pips. What do you think?
I don't think it's overhyping, dude.
No, I don't think it's
Usually-
overhyped either, but I'm saying like we were hyping it the whole time.
Yeah, usually I'm the one that is always like super, like it's like let's wait, let's see. But the reality is we've seen gameplay, we've seen like at this point hundreds of hours of it. If you really sit through it, it's so many hours of gameplay from different content creators.
I think every PoE2
Exactly.
video so far, yeah.
And what is there not to like? What is there not to? You see the combat, you hear the people talk about how it felt.
No, hold on, because this is what I was gonna say. Was on launch day, there is guaranteed server issues. If there's no server issues in this game, it's gonna be insane. This will actually be the best game launch ever if there's no server issues.
Yeah, but
the
who
amount of
expects to
players
not have. Yeah.
Well, I'm letting people know in the chat. Anyone who hasn't.
Oh, I
about
see.
This.
Yeah.
So number one, there will be server issues. Number two, I actually do think there will be mechanics that people don't like. And I want to remind people that this is early access. It's $30 to buy into early access. It's going to be in early access for 6 to 12 months. So either half a year to a year. I guarantee there will be mechanics that people don't like. But that's why it's in early access. It's essentially a beta. So a lot of stuff is going to get changed. There probably will be nerfs in this early access when people find the ridiculously broken shit.
They talked about that, if you saw that. They talked about that, actually.
He said they prefer to do buffs rather than nerfs. But if there's like something broken, just like literally just melting everything for like, it shouldn't be doing that.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. There like this, but I just want to remind people this is early access. It's essentially a beta. There will probably be bugs of random mobs one-shotting you. Now they did say that the way they're making this game, you're not supposed to be getting one-shot by things. So if you run into that, report it and they'll fix it out. They'll fix it when they see it.
Yep.
But I do just want to remind people this is essentially a beta. Do you know if it's easy to respec the passive skill tree? Yes. They said it's much easier. Oh, in Path of Exile 1, you couldn't respec for the longest time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be much easier to respec. So many people play my game. I have to buy more server capacity is such a good problem to have. Yeah, so yeah, you can pay to respec. The ascendancies you apparently can't respec though.
No. You can't. You're
which
gonna be
is
stuck with it.
Which is a gameplay no, not once you pick it, you can't respec the points in it.
Are you sure?
I heard Zizarin say that. He's doing an interview with Jonathon Rogers today, so I'm going to check that out after this.
I don't think that could be true. Give me 1 second. I'm getting the call. Sorry.
Okay. There's going to be some mechanics that people are not going to like during this early access. In my opinion, I want to point some of the negatives out. In general, I would say it's going to be a 9 out of 10 easy, but I do think that 1 out of 10 exists. That's a good thing. Respect is good. Pay to respect. Yeah. No. Respect is good. You should be able to respect for sure. I want a priest class. I mean, there's lots of healing abilities. There isn't like a specific priest class though. I feel you. I heard them say you can switch. No, you can't switch ascendancies. I have a feeling you can change the points within it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. This game itching my internal Minecraft dungeon, 15-year-old me. Shay, I was watching Zizarin. And he said you couldn't respec, but he's doing an interview with Jonathon Rogers today. and he said he was going to ask him about that. So we will have definite info about that today. How do you get points for the Ascendancy tree? So they basically have these trials. It's in the Endgame reveal, the Ascension trials, and you have to complete 4 difficulties of trials, and you get 2 points towards your Ascendancy for each one, and it's 8 points total. So yeah. By the way, chat, I'm probably gonna go live after the podcast. We're gonna be ending here soon.
Back. Sorry about that.
But I'm just gonna get a shower and maybe eat, and then I'm gonna go live.
You streaming today?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a shower
Nice.
and stuff first.
Okay.
Pips, you going live at all?
I'm going tomorrow, as we usually do, chat for the patch streams. I'm gonna do my stream, just launch it up, chat with the chat, and just enjoy.
So
you know?
Pips is doing patch copium waiting room tonight.
Yes, dude, that's the most fun streams. We chat, we have a good time. It's always fun.
What we gaming? I'll probably play some Helldivers. Obviously. Well, I'll be honest though, my last Helldivers stream, we were playing bots and I crashed every single game. And then
why?
Bro, the bots crash when you kill enough of them. Except
What the fuck?
yeah, it's always been like that. The thing is, most people never ran into that. Now, the issue is, by the way, chat, have you guys been crashing on bots? If so, I'll tell you why. It's because once you kill enough bots, the game crashes. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the tank smoke lingering for the host or what. But once you kill enough
weird,
bots,
though.
the game crashes. However, I'm assuming more of you have been running into that because in the Eagle Storm games, in the Eagle Storm games, the Eagle Storm is killing enough bots. That's what's happening.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's not even you killing; it's the thing killing.
It's the Eagle
Okay.
Storm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's the drop. I think it's just me and Clay think it's just the things that make smoke. So the drop ships, the tanks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they don't disappear. I think it's tanks and drop ships, to be honest with you. We're not 100% sure either way, but yeah. So I don't know, chat. I'm gonna go live. We're probably gonna watch some PoE 2 stuff, but at some point when we're done with that, I'm gonna play Helldivers. So yeah. Yeah, you gotta end the run quick. Yeah.
That's such a weird problem, and why is that not fixed? Do they know that's a thing?
Will PoE 2 become your main game over Helldivers? Well,
Hey, let me answer that. Yes, bro.
I mean, dude, when
Well-
stuff drops in Helldivers, I'm gonna make videos
Exactly.
on it. Yeah.
I'm gonna be the exact same way. When
Like
there's
I'm gonna
content, I'll peek.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna play whatever's fun. But
Yeah.
like we're in a content drought and PoE 2 is coming out. I'm playing that shit. Even if I get no views on YouTube. Not getting too many views on Helldivers anyway. So I'm playing
Yeah,
that.
I agree. I agree 100%.
Do we know what the 6 other classes are? It's Monk, Witch, Sorceress, Ranger, Warrior, Mercenary. And then they have how many? Is it 12 classes total?
12 classes total. Yep.
So it's
And
only
it's
those
gonna be
it's
3
only
ascendancies per class.
yeah, it's only those 6 I named dropping in early access. And then Druid and Huntress are coming
Druid looks
later.
insane.
Yeah, Druid looks cool. Druid and Huntress are coming later in early access, and then the other 4 classes will launch with the full release.
Yep. True that.
I'm the same. I mean, to the yeah. But all right, boys. W podcast. That was fun.
Super fun. Yep. As always, man. I missed
had a good
the
time.
pods. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen,
good
man. I went
again.
on Arrowhead vacation. Okay, I learned from the best.
Yeah. Actually, way shorter, but yeah.
It was shorter.
Yeah,
it was
way
long
shorter.
though. It was like 10 days.
Yeah, but sometimes you need that break, you know?
Dude, I don't
You
know what it
need-
was. I
You
don't
need
know
to
if it was.
disconnect sometimes.
I don't know if it was crashing every bot game the one stream or what.
Bro, what do you mean you don't know? Like, first of all, your streams are like 11 hours long, and you play the one game of. Obviously, you're gonna need some kind of rest at some time.
Yeah, I think
you
I
needed
just,
that. You deserve that.
I just burnt out.
Yeah, for sure.
What's up, Dabazard? But yeah, all right, we're gonna end the podcast now. I'm gonna go get a shower, so that I can
Take
feel
care, chat.
squeaky clean. Maybe eat some food. I'll be live in like an hour.
Appreciate you, chat.
So-
Thank you so much.
Join the Discord for when I go live or turn on notifications. I'll literally be back in like an hour. And I don't know. We're definitely looking at some PoE 2 stuff today. And then we'll probably play some Helldivers after.
Yep.
All right. See you guys later.
Later, chat.